Tesla's stock price has gone down pretty significantly overnight by around 4%. And it's because of an issue around their 4680 battery supply. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. And today we've seen quite a few Tesla cybercabs, robo-taxis spotted driving around on roads in the United States, which is pretty cool. But Tesla is facing some other challenges around its 4680 battery supply. Personally, I think Tesla's just going to go to lithium iron phosphate batteries for most of its cars in the United States. But anyway, that's in the future. If you'd like to book a paid consultation, you can do so, and I'll put a link in the description below. If you want advice on what electric car to buy, solar systems, all that kind of stuff, you can do that. Now, apparently, Tesla's 4680 battery supply chain has been handed a bit of a blow because South Korean battery material supplier L&F Co announced today that the value of its massive supply deal with Tesla has been slashed by more than 99%. This is it's going to be a bit of a challenge here for Tesla. Now, one of the reasons why is because Tesla figured it got more than 1 million pre-orders for the Cybertruck, and that would lead to hundreds of thousands of orders at worst, but that hasn't really happened. In early 2023, L&F announced a $2.9 billion contract to supply high nickel cathode materials directly to Tesla. So this kind of contract level, if you have a contract for say, $3 billion, it means the price you pay for each of those cathodes is much lower. It's basically a volume deal. If you're not doing the volume, though, you don't get that cheap price. At the time, the industry saw this as a major move by Tesla to secure materials for its ramp up of 4680 battery cells. And Musk believed that, and it wasn't just Musk, but the battery division at Tesla also believed that 4680 cells would ramp up, they would become cheaper, and they would eventually become the main batteries that Tesla would put in their EVs. However, the Cybertruck is the only company using Tesla's 4680 cells. In a regulatory filing today, L&F revealed the current contract's value has been written down to just $7,386. So it's gone from $2.9 billion in this contract to $7,000 US. In other words, the contract's essentially cancelled. L&F didn't say why. They only said there's a change in supply quantity, but it's pretty clear what's happened. The high nickel cathode was destined for Tesla's 4680 cells, and the primary vehicle, obviously, for those cells was the Tesla Cybertruck. So Tesla has a production capacity, they say, of 250,000 vehicles per year, but I think they probably delivered around 25,000 Cybertrucks by the end of this year for the year. It's only 10% of their production capacity. Now, to be fair on Tesla, they had this production capacity because they had the pre-orders. So they thought they'd actually sell those numbers, but it didn't happen. So yeah, unfortunately, the situation hasn't gone to the way Tesla would hope. And realistically, I think part of this issue is probably the fact that Tesla hasn't quite worked out the dry cathode method perfectly. It's done about half of the method, but not all of it. But if Tesla is able to do that, then this supply contract may be on again. I mean, Tesla might end up using these cylindrical cells in Model Ys and Model 3s in their higher end, longer range cars. But yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Now, I should also point out Panasonic is also making 4680 cylindrical battery cells. So it's possible that Tesla's kind of pivoting to getting Panasonic to do the production. LG Chem does plan on making them as well. Yeah, I mean, Tesla stock going down is maybe not really all that meaningful considering the fact that Tesla stock goes up and down on a daily basis. It's the most crazy up and down stock ever. It's not for the faint of heart. So whenever Tesla people are interested in buying Tesla stock, they talk to me about it. I say, well, you've got to have some pretty strong will, right? Some pretty big balls to be able to handle the up and downs, the swings with Tesla stock price, because it's just the way it is. But that said, I do think in the long term, Tesla stock is going to be fine. It'll go up in the long term, almost certainly. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. Guys, if you want to install solar panels, a home battery, or a home charger, the best way to do this for your situation is to go to the links in the description below, and they'll take you to a page where you can compare everyone. So depending on where you, it doesn't matter where you live. A lot of people email me all the time saying, well, what solar system should I get? Who should I go with? What battery should I get? What electric charger should I get? Well, click in the links in the description and you can actually compare all the different choices and find the best deal for you. I'll put that link in the description below. Additionally, there is a battery savings calculator link and also a federal battery rebate calculator. I personally have found that I'm not paying for electricity at all, and that's including charging my 2 electric cars and also running my home power, my home sauna. Nothing, not paying anything at all. And I think a lot of people are getting misled. They think that getting a battery is not worth it. Actually, I think it is worth it. So those links are in the description below.